Okay, so welcome back to our project on the website development. That's trying to do this. So in our previous lesson, we were able to do this. Okay, so now we want to actually give it some card. Okay, so to do that, we can go to our CSS. Okay, so our CSS, then we can start styling. So remember, we created a class, okay, called body, which is housing all the text and then the about. Okay, so we could have started with the card, but I'll do that later. So let's do the card body. So in my main.css, all I have to do is dot card underscore body. Let me check to make sure it's well. So card underscore body. Okay, then I'm going to give it, let's give it a background color of gold. Okay, so you can see we have gold color here. Then we are going to give it a width of let's use 300 px. Basically, you can be working with you can work with RAM and then EM, but for the purpose of this course, I'm going to be using pixels. Okay, and then I'll use EMs for the text. EMs for the text. Okay, so, and then give it a height of, let's use 500 px. Okay, so it seems to have vanished. So let's work on our image. So our image is card. So dot card underscore card underscore image. And I'm going to type let's give our image of a width of let's use 100%. Okay, so you can see we have it now. Then I'll give it a height of 200 px. Okay, then you can see it looks stretched, so I'm going to use object fits, say to cover. Okay, so we want it this way. Yeah, and now let's see what, so we can go back to our body, to card body. So our card body, let's give our body a margin top of 10 px. And then a margin left, so margin left, let's use 20 px. Okay, so we give it some spacing here. Let's give it a border radius, so border radius, once we rounding it a bit, so border radius, let's make 40 px. Okay, so you can see it's rounded at the base here. Okay. I think 40 is too much, so let's do 20. Okay, so 20 is fine. Again, it's not rounded at the top here because the image is filling the entire, it's covering it. Okay, so if you want it rounded, you can actually style the image to also have a 20 pixel border radius. Okay, that's for the top left and then for the top right. Okay, let's give it a box shadow. So a box shadow. So a box shadow will do 10 px, 10 px, 10 px, 10 px, 40 px, and then the shadow use AAA, triple A. So you can see we have some shadow. Let me enlarge this and then let's see. You can see we have some shadow. Okay. Okay, so let's try centering this. Since this is centered, let's try centering this. So to center it, it's in our H1 style, which is here. So I can just type here text align. So text underscore hyphen align, and then select center. You should see it move. Okay, so it's centered. If enlarge it, you can see we have it centered. Okay. So what to do now? Okay, so we have our card products. So here Okay, we want to give it some margin here, so I'll go to my main, or better still, let me see. Okay, let me just copy this. It's an ID, so remember in our CSS side we'd have to reference it with a pound sign or a hashtag. Okay, so I'm going here, and then I'll put a hashtag. Okay, and then we can start styling. So our card product, we'll just use let me put comma here, so comma, and then I'll use h1 since that's what I want to target. And then I'll give it a padding top of let's use 10 px 10 px. Okay, so you can see we have some padding top here. So now let's work on our subtext, which is this. So it's also an ID. So let me copy this, go to my main, put the pound sign, paste it, and then I can start styling it. So I'm going to give it a text align of center. So we want it centered. Okay, so you can see it's centered. And then we'll do give it a padding top of 20 px. Okay, then let's give it a margin of 0 for 0 and then 20 px. Okay, so a margin of 0, that's top and bottom, and then 20 px for the right and then the left. Okay, so we have margins 20 px for the right and the left. Then give it a font weight. So font weight, let's say to lighter. Okay, so you want the text to be light. Okay, then we'll give it a line height. So a line height of 1.5 em, 1.5 em. Okay. Okay, so now we want to center this. Okay, so to do that, let's go to our index. We can do that in our CSS, but let's do that in our index. So which is this product A. So product A, just here, I'm going to type style. Okay, and then our style, I'm going to give it text align. Now set it to center. Okay, so we have it centered. Okay, so if I enlarge this, this is what we have. Okay, and then in the next lesson we'll actually just populate it, and then yeah, that should be it for our product card. Okay, so see you in the next lesson. Thank you.